evil blanket fish has awoken.
Alright. Looks like everything's coming in. We are live once again, and we will be continuing with Tales of Arise. Basically been sitting on that plot twist that happened at the end of last stream we had for 3 days. Because that was Saturday morning, we finished the 4th area, and they dropped a couple of bombs about Alphen when totally not Sephiroth showed up. Hinted that he was the sovereign. His mask broke off. And then suddenly he could feel pain again. And not Sephiroth made off with Xion. And then Alphen broke into like a flashback that I cut short because it was time to end. But yeah, it is now Tuesday morning, 3 days later. I'm finally going to figure out what the hell is going on, hopefully. And I'm also wondering, what's going to happen with the Flaming Sword? Like, are they going to seal it in gameplay, or how are they going to get around that if he suddenly feels pain again? There's no way he'd be able to actually fight with it. The only because it still does damage to him. The only reason he could use it before is because he just didn't feel the pain. He could fight through it. Okay, so here we are in the flashback that happened right after all of that stuff. I'm guessing, I don't know if this is on Rena, or if this is just the space station, you know, Lenegus. Hey, Ragna, how you doing? Let's see if they give us some answers.
Hi, everybody!
Okay, so Alphen is Danon. They didn't pull, he's actually Renin all this time on us. But why the hell did not Sephiroth call him... Like, he flat out called him the Sovereign. Don't see them making any kind of exception for a Danon to enter the crown contest and have any chance of becoming the Sovereign. Maiden will maintain control over things. You just focus on not breaking your concentration while the ceremony's in progress. Want to see your home again, you have to do a good job here, number 1273. Is this the test subject, ma'am? Wow, it looks just like us. On the outside, maybe. It's as uncivilized as the rest of them. You haven't forgotten my warning from earlier, I hope. No, ma'am. No touching the test subject, right? To be honest, I was beginning to sweat bullets. If you hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. This is the first time we've managed to assemble a sovereign and maiden ready for the ceremony, after all. But seeing you make it all the way to today has put my fears to rest. Okay, so a sovereign and a maiden. Now, am I remembering it wrong? Because isn't the person who wins the crown contest, don't they call them the sovereign? Or am I mistaking that and they call them something else? Oh, it's you, number 1273. Or should I say, sovereign. You don't understand how much time and effort we've invested to create you as our lone success. You can't risk losing you to injury at this stage. Yeah, and that's the thing that's throwing me for a loop right now, is that, you know, they're still referring to him as a Donin, yet they're also calling him the Sovereign. As far as we know so far, the Sovereign is, you know, they're only Renans, and they're like noble Renans who win the crown contest to take that position. So how the hell did they ever allow this to happen? I don't know who got in the head to start calling you sovereign. At the end of the day, you're nothing more than a test subject. Only worth lies in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are of no concern.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
Unless, I don't know, are they maybe, like, genetically engineering and harvesting bodies for the sovereigns to use? It's time, Alphen. It's finally happening, huh? Yes, we need to change into our outfits, then meet in front of the transference device. Once this is all over, you'll finally be able to return home. That's what I'm hoping for. So sorry you got dragged into all of this. It's not your fault. Let's just do what we have to and get this thing over with. Right.
I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Alphen accidentally the whole town.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No! Wait, please. Wait, I What was that?
The school uniform actually looks a bit too similar to the outfit he was in that flashback.
That... How long ago was that?
Yeah, about that. It's actually kind of refreshing considering how many games nowadays are harem. And I do like the fact that they are subtle. They're not throwing them in your face, but all the party members are essentially paired up. You know, Alphen is kind of going for Shion, and Shion's too tsundere, and they're both just kind of very like, let's take care of business first. No, like Alphen is definitely got a thing for Shion. Just neither one of them are pursuing it because, I mean, they're actually being reasonable about it. Like, there's way more important shit going on right now for them than for them to be, you know, trying to get into each other's pants. And then there's kind of like some flirtation between Law and Rinwell. And then there's obviously something there, although it's more like between Dohalim and Kisara. Although that's a little more wrapped up in their like former master-servant relationship. They're subtle. It's more one of those things that's there if you're looking for it, and if you don't care, you won't see it, which was probably in your case, you didn't care to see it, so you didn't. It's very subtle, which I think is a good thing. There's a lot of shit going on in the game, and these characters are older characters. Like, they would be prioritized, like, hey, we got shit to do. Like, this isn't time to be fawning over each other. That would just be like high school melodrama, which is another thing I'm glad they avoided. And like I said, it's also nice that they all kind of partner up instead of like all the girls being after the main character. I'm getting really sick of that harem bullshit. But yeah, it's Alphen, Shion, Law and Rinwell, and Dohalim and Kisara have their little hints of romance in there so far. I don't know how much further they take it later, but you can see it here and there.
That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. It's like, it's actually a little more realistic in the sense that they're not actively pursuing each other because they have more important shit to worry about.
Where am I? Where is everyone?
Okay, so we are going to be locked out of the Flaming Sword for a while, looks like. A, because no Shion, and B, because he can feel pain now, and that would not be a good thing for him to use it. But, new day, new outfit. Change everybody else's outfit and they actually join back up. So where the hell are we?
Niori. Shion. Damn it.
They are water. And he doesn't have any fire arts, because all his fire arts came from the Flaming Edge, which I'm guessing they're not going to let us use now.
You're mine! You're finished! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! You're mine! Pierce! Sword Rain Alpha! Rising Wyvern! It's too much!
Why did it not activate? I did Dragon Swarm when I was holding the buttons. We didn't get a... Oh, shit. His Mystic Art is tied to the Flaming Sword too, isn't it?
This should do it! You're mine! It's over! Sword Rain Alpha! Rising Falcon! No escape! Strike! Dragon Swarm! Sword up! Take this! You're finished! It's on! Sword Rain Alpha! You picked the wrong fight! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Take this! You're finished!
Man, I feel completely handicapped right now.
Take this! It's over! Sword Rain! Take this! It's over! You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha! There! No escape!
Not right now it isn't, because he doesn't have the Flaming Sword. It doesn't even knock him down.
No escape! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! You're mine! It's over! You're mine! Not a chance! You're mine! You're finished! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Rising Wyvern! You're mine! You're finished! Lunar Rondo! This one's all mine! You're mine! You're finished! Eat dirt! Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern!
Yep, you can't do his Mystic Art because you don't have the Flaming Sword.
Take this! Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! It's over! Sword Rain Alpha! There! Here I come! You're finished! Rinwell.
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive.
Patch notes came in. Alphen got nerfed.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Harros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle? Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah. And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, But that means...
Probably. An opponent like this should be easy. Can you take it? Come on! Yes, station! Outline you with
If it hides, just back it out again!
Alpha! Dance on the wing!
More where that came from! That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Holy land! Take with sharpness!
Come on! This one's mine! I'll grind you with attack! Double demon ray! Finish it! Alphen! In an instant! Impact block! Looks like we won.
Can I not jump anymore? How the hell do I get to that owl? Because this will already take me to the next area. Okay, for a second there I thought maybe my controller was busted, but no, they don't let you jump here. They don't let you go around. So where the hell is that prompt for that owl?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for.
Do you remember how to
Guess
get
the
to
world
it?
just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can
Because
finally
I didn't
go
see any way
rescue Shion.
around to it.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
You have to mess with the camera. I'll go back and give it a try in a bit.
I
But I was running all around it, and I never saw a
Lenegis.
prompt come up.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came.
Okay, so do
As for what the
sovereigns...
ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
Do sovereigns have to, like, sacrifice their power to keep the world going or something? They decided to pawn it off on
So if
someone
what
else?
you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Xion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegus? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegus, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
Kind of reminds me of Luke from Tales of the Abyss.
Standing up to injustice. I've probably got more
Except
blood
it
on my
wasn't
hands than
ancient
all the lords
scripture, it was a
combined.
prophecy.
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
So now comes the question of, did they have him in some kind of stasis for 300 years? Or is the power that they put into him just make him immortal? Alright, let's go see if we can get that owl. If it'll let us. Wrong way for it.
What will I even accomplish going alone?
Nope, won't let us go anywhere yet.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I'd never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor.
Yeah, except
Back
the
after
black
my
armor.
brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim. when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Because it's fun.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Xion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Xion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Xion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kinda my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Okay, so we have the very standard hero doubts himself and everybody cheers him back up.
What will I even accomplish going alone?
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Inferno Punch.
Look!
I mean, for as much as he says he's okay to fight, he is getting the bench. Because he kind of sucks right now. Okay. Oh, damn. So she needs a lot of Power Strike proficiency to get that title. So let's start working on her. I think I said I was going to try her out today anyway. Let's load her up on Power Strike. These are literally the only Power Strike she has. And she has no aerial attacks.
Shark people.
She doesn't have that many.
They're going to get into the village.
Like, she doesn't have any aerial moves, first of all. She's got one move that pops him up into the air, but no aerial follow-up moves, at least not yet. And only 3 of her moves are Power Strike.
Too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Yeah, and also realize that those prices are with the discount from the DLC on.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I think so. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these dungeons you're supposed, especially the ones where you have like map actions to get items and stuff, I feel like they want you to go through the dungeon, get all the items with the map actions, and then leave and come back to actually finish it.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
We've got all the ingredients for that recipe now.
Great. I'll let you cook then.
Wait, what?
Come on, Hoodle. Where's the owl?
Not this way, I guess.
Guess it's gotta be up top here somewhere.
Remember, if the paint's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Google policy. Fine by me. Let's get to work then. I'm gone. My reasons even why I'm intimidated. I don't feel the way you stand.
This one's mine!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest.
One more. I'll finish you here and now. Round two. Demons descend. Flashing fang.
Charge malevolent!
Anything in armor can't get out of this.
Nothing gets by me! This one's mine!
The enemy wields
We'll soon see about that.
Back. I'll trip it up.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Snake of the abyss.
Swallow dance! Eagle assault! Ground and pound! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike! Ridwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron, and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, Isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistlein was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon.
Man, a lot of skits right now.
Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Okay. Have like one side quest.
Okay.
People know how to fight Zeugles, yeah? Because I got a big favor to ask.
Why?
You do indeed appear to be in dire straits. I could have sworn we already wiped out all the Zeugles that were trying to get into this village, though. No, you did. These Zeugles ain't trying to attack us. They're stealing our fish. Your fish? Yep. These ape Zeugles. They got huge arms. They used to smash the surface of the water to create these big shockwaves. You do that to stun the fish, which makes them float to the surface and ripe for the taking.
Damn it.
Somehow they've learned how to do that recently. They've gotten damn good at it because it's making the rest of us go hungry. That's quite the pickle you are in.
What?
Damn straight it is. It ain't like these fish grow on trees. That sort of fishing ain't good for our waters.
Is that so?
So that's your point of contention. The manner in which they fish, not the actual fishing part. You guys are the only ones that have what it takes to drive those crazy monkeys out. Can we count on you to help?
Okay.
Absolutely. We'll sort out these fishy fishing Zeugles once and for all. I couldn't have put it better myself. As a fisher herself, this case has gotten her quite fired up, as you can see.
Great job.
It's mighty kind of you to help us out, ma'am. Sorry to lay this at your feet, but we greatly appreciate it.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
In a second, let me go back to that other owl and see if I can get it. I'm also curious if I got all the ones in the Air Kingdom.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here. You're saying we should check the owl forest?
We can't travel anywhere right now. I guess maybe they won't let us go anywhere until we get Shion back.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
Yep, that's the kind of heat we have here where I'm at.
And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out. Hi, Hoodle!
Going in!
Negative
Dance
in the wind! Air touch!
I'll take out the leg with my shield.
Holy land!
Discharge! Look sharp!
Not on my watch!
Hit point mine! Take this! Flaming meteor!
Clear for us a path!
Look sharp!
Get out of trusting us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Good! I'll leave it to you!
He who prepares is free from
Flaming meteor! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare demolisher! Against my full power, you didn't stand a chance.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
I'll do my best! Going in! Far enough! Look sharp! Take this!
Are those arms even natural?
Flaming meteor! Tiger blade! On guard! One more! Flaming meteor! Dazzling spin! This one's mine! On guard! High level! Eagle fly! Alien discharge! Lock! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Photon, lightning condensed! Illuminating!
That's it!
Forth! Holy glimmer!
Don't get careless.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia Pride.
Discourteous, aren't you?
This one's mine!
Big flash!
Take that!
On guard!
Photon, lightning condensed!
Radiant light!
Thunder! If they rescue, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Regenerate!
I owe you one for that.
Don't stop any time. A charge like that could easily be taken.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Shine! Radiant light! Regeneration! Regenerate!
Another incantation ruined.
This one's mine!
Make the abyssal deep.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Take this!
Heal! Where that came from?
Who's
He
next?
who prepares is free
Here's an
from
illuminated storm! Come forth! Holy land!
This one's mine! Flaming meteor! Thanks.
I'm ready!
Frozen!
Hammer! I feel sprightlier than before.
discourteous, aren't you?
Look sharp!
I'll smash you! That's it!
On guard!
I'm on a roll now!
Going in!
That's it!
Flaming meteor! Ready to go! Fire enough!
Too much to handle?
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Discharge! Flaming meteor! Hurricane! Tiger blade! This one is mine! Eagle fly!
More for...
I'm practically unstoppable.
Hey, Starnoko, how you doing?
Out of my way! This one is mine!
No further!
One more! Flaming meteor! Amphibious discharge!
Taking pile driver!
Tiger blade! Frozen shield! Flaming meteor!
I can carve through armor!
Tiger blade!
What's this?
On guard! Denied!
Look sharp! I'm ready!
Ringwell! Frozen!
Hammer! Look sharp! Crazy left! In here! Do it! Hey! Blow them away! Resonate with the earth!
Going in.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Yep. Feel free, and I hope you sleep well. Okay, so which one do I want him to work on next? I've actually got quite a few that aren't finished.
It's on!
Going in.
Bestow thy mystic on guard! One point! Flaming meteor! Tiger blade!
In here!
Going in.
Round and pound! Flaming meteor! Tiger blade! Burn! In front of too shy to come over? Here, let me help! Round and pound!
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Dazzling spin! I really owe you one.
Free blaster! Dance in the wind!
I'll take you all on.
Ha! Flare the Malisa! Bestow thy mystic mercy!
Tempest wall!
Fairy circle!
Celestial!
That's it! Igneous discharge! Corruptor! Elusive deity! I'll face
Fire in the
you!
wind!
Soaring
Now!
blast! I'm on it!
Frozen!
Hammer! Step back! This one's all law!
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
Hi, Hoodle!
No further! Look sharp! Raging lunar storm! Look sharp!
Freeze blaster!
Tiger blade! This one's mine! Soaring away! Leave the hey! Blow them away! On guard! Watch this! Round and pound! Flaming meteor! Smash you! I'm ready! I'm Alphen! In an instant! Impact rock!
I feel the power flowing through me.
That's the
You'll
end
be
of
able
the
to help
side
even
quest.
more people now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I will.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out. Denied. First strike. Dazzling spin. I'll blind you with a shot. Round and pound. Rugged shadow. Guardian field. I'm rugged. No chance. Begin. Tiger blade. Look. Tiger blade.
Lightning orb! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Light extra energy!
Swallow dance. On guard. Hunting left. Tiger blade.
Archaic waterfall!
Hey, now Lala,
Everyone
that's
still in one
good to
piece?
hear.
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Ooh, we can make sheep now. Okay, I can make that one, but I don't have the money. I'll probably sell some stuff. Make that one. And I can make that one. So what do I have a lot of? Yeah, I'm glad to hear it too. He's been having a bit of a tough time with some stuff, mostly involving work, was getting him down. So it's good to hear that at the very least he's feeling better.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately? Better rest easy and prepare for tomorrow.
Hell yeah! There's no way you can
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did, just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense, though. I mean, it was astral arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana, then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. Poodle, let me know if you sense anything. Another day, another Gald.
Actually, since we have a fast travel point right here, let's head back to town and turn this in.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Okay.
Okay. Yes!
What?
Really? Dohalim. Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll trust your judgment, Kisara.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
That's right, still haven't found the owl in this area yet.
Let's see what you've got.
God! Here's now it's my turn! Tiger Blade! Raging Luna Storm!
Going in.
Talon Hurricane! One more! Eagle Fly! Flaming Meteor! Now!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's
Resonate
for.
with the earth.
Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you!
Take this! Air pressure! Groundbreaking does it! Resonate with Igneous Discharge! Flaming Meteor! Take this! Super Swallow! Igneous Discharge! Our mystic mercy! On guard! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Talon Hurricane! One more! Take it! On guard! Catapult! Going in! One more! Flaming Meteor! Now! Resonate with... Hey! Blow them away!
There's always room for improvement.
That's far enough.
Everlasting darkness! Lightning Meteor! Igneous Discharge! Swallow Dance! Shine! I'm gone now! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
I owe you one for that.
This one's mine.
One more!
Hey, Webon, how you doing?
Armor won't save you! No further! On guard! Perfect Knuckle! One more! Igneous Discharge! Swallow Dance!
Illuminate the
Death Blossom! Do it!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Looks like we got them all. I'll do my best. Look sharp.
Igneous Discharge!
Now you've got to tick me off.
But they're vicious.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare
Demolisher!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
The waters of creation magic is in.
Elusive deity! Begin!
One more.
Flaming Meteor! Do it! Take it!
Law.
Even descent! Flashing Fang!
Illuminate the dark.
On guard!
Holy glimmer.
face you.
Holy lamp.
This one's mine! Take that!
This one's denied.
Big waterfall.
Dragon Shield! Discharge!
Resonate
Flaming
with the
Meteor!
earth.
Stalagmite!
On
dance!
My astral energy.
Prepare to be sealed!
May a thousand gales
carve
carry
through
the
This
thread.
one's mine.
Swallow Dance!
Take this. Gusty nail.
Flaming Meteor! Stalagmite!
I'm ready for the next battle.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Lightning condemned.
Catapult!
Just illuminate the dark. Tiger blade. Holy lamp. Illuminate the dark. Holy glimmer.
Tiger blade.
Holy lamp.
This one's mine.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Rolling snap!
Vanquish darkness.
charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Negative shot.
One more!
Follow dead. No further. Do it.
Raging storm!
He managed to pull through.
At some point, I do need to sit down and use up all of those stat items that I've been collecting all this time.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution.
Okay,
until
so they
proper
put him in
treatment for an
stasis.
ailment or
That
injury
answers
can
that
be
question.
obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you a million times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
Yeah, Alphen's kind of
In
been a
which
wreck
case,
since he found out
Maybe it was the
who he
mask
really
numbing
is.
his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
Hell yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes!
Yep, he's lived so long, he's circled around back to his rebellious teenage days.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cislodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately, that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Yeah, this is something that me and Ragnar were talking about at the start of stream today. Because he was saying that he was noticing online everybody talking about
like you've forgotten.
all the little
still.
the ships in game, and he didn't see it on his playthrough. We're basically talking about that, how it's subtle. They're not like being melodramatic about it. Like
his past.
Every character in the game understands that there's way more important shit going on than them basically trying to get the affection of someone.
I am?
So it's just
Yeah.
little hints here and there.
Not all of us have figured out
but
how to accept our
It's
past.
basically it's like
Least of all,
Alphen and
me.
Shion, Law and Rinwell, and then
Rinwell.
Kisara and Dohalim are all kind of paired up. But like I said, it's just subtle little hints here and there because all of these characters very much understand that there is important shit going on that they have to take care of, and they don't really have time to be chasing each other actively.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go. Is it just me, or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything.
Yeah, that one's probably the most obvious one
Kisara
because
had to hang back to
he
convince
goes
the villagers
out of
we
his
meant them
way
no harm.
constantly to like defend her
More than that,
from
though,
everybody else.
There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almadria. But I guess I'm through making
And then
snap
Law and
judgments based on
Rinwell's, you
someone's
know,
origin.
it's a little more innocent, you know,
At least
they're about the same
I'm trying
age,
to
so
be.
it's...
I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
And then Dohalim and Kisara, I think, is
You hear
still
that,
kind of left over
Sounds
from
like
their
all that
master-servant
hard effort wasn't for
relationship that they
nothing.
had before.
Yeah.
But even there's
That's
hints.
got to be reassuring to hear.
Like during
Right,
that last
Dohalim?
side quest when they were
Not being
mentioning
subjected
fishing,
to
he was
unwarranted
like
suspicion is certainly
offering to
welcome.
go fishing with her.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though, not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin
And I was basically
trait.
saying that I like
Really?
that.
In
I
that
would
case,
much
won't have to feel
rather
guilty getting
have
annoyed by it.
multiple little relationships, even if it is subtle and they're just hinting at it and not directly saying it. I would still rather that than all the fucking harem stuff that's been happening lately where like every single girl is after the same dude. Like, that's actually something I'd been asking for them to do in games more, is like, let the other party members pair
Do you
up.
sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Oh shit, I still haven't found the owl here.
You guys want to rest here?
Like, let the other party members pair up. Don't just have every single girl going after the main character. Where is this damn owl? Okay, it's up there.
Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho!
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
They are. I mean, they completely cut off any kind of interaction like that with other characters. Like, you know, just taking CS as an example, are you literally
Something
telling me
feels
that
odd.
there's like 20
Be on your
plus
guard.
female characters and yet they're not interested at all in any of the other male characters in the game? All of them are after Reen's dick. And even then, you can't really progress it at all. Because there's so many damn characters that, like, there would be so many scenes that would have to be rewritten if you were to actually acknowledge your, like, your progression through a bond with someone. So,
Look sharp. Take this. take you all on! Ha! Flares and Malisa!
Shine! Radiant light! Regeneration! Don't suffer in silence.
One more! Far enough! I armor won't save you!
Hold me back.
Going in! Flaming meteor!
Thank you for that.
Well, let's get back in now! Don't leave! Hey! Blow them away!
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, when you just have everything revolve
You were
around the
taking
main
Yuki's star from
character,
behind.
like it's
No, I
it just feels off. Like there should be other characters that are better friends with each other than they are with the main character, and there should be, you know, girls that are after other characters. But it's all like that just for wish fulfillment, because they don't want there to be any one girl that someone might like better and then have them not be an option that they can romance. So it's all there just for wish fulfillment, and they're hamstringing, you know, possible character development and storyline because of it. Like, how much better would it be if, you know, if there was a girl and a guy that like each other in the party, and that's set as part of the story, so you can actually have that take effect during plot points. Like, you know, you could have a plot point or something in the story where something happens to one of them and the other one, you know, naturally would be affected by it. But that'll never happen because all of them are just after the main character, and since they are all based on a bond system that you would have to make, you know, multiple versions of a cutscene for in order to show something like that, it's too much work and they don't do it. Like, having set relationships that are in the storyline and part of the storyline gives you way more that you can do with them.
Flaming meteor!
In a bind?
Look sharp!
Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
They got me flanked!
I'll crush you!
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Lightning can
Look
hit.
sharp!
This one's mine!
One more time.
This one's mine!
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
I'm ready for the next battle.
Are you talking about CS, or you mean going back to Sky? Because even there, that's partly what I'm talking about. Like, as much as I don't think Estelle was the right choice for Joshua, it is canon and is part of the story, and it affects the story. And same with Olivier and Sherazade. Like, the fact that both of them have a relationship that is canon and part of the story and reflected in the story makes those way better than when they started going the harem route. Who's the canon in CS?
Courteous, aren't you?
Leave the charge to me! First strike!
Resonate with the earth!
This one's mine!
Big waterfall! In here!
Feel thy
You all
mystic
walked
mercy!
away.
Watch it!
An astral art?
That's my cue.
You like me? Shut him down!
In here.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flares and Malisa!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
In a bind. Rip tear. Going in. Now I'm in the groove. This one's mine. One more. Flaming meteor. Tiger blade. We are freaking invincible.
Alphen and the others truly are strong.
What about me? Don't leave. Hey, blow them away.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Gold gel, that's a new one. And I don't just mean that's a new one in this game, I mean, I think that's a new one for the series. 100% CP. I don't think I've ever seen a gold gel in any of the previous Tales of games. Alright. Well, I've given Kisara a shot. I think I've seen all about what you can do with her. Because she hasn't really gotten any aerial arts or anything yet, so there's not too much I can do with her yet. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back to Law.
No further!
Switch off! Bet that shell's hiding something tasty. Far enough! Rip and tear! Now I'm in the it's almost too strong. Split it open!
Be my guest!
I can carve through one of it! This one's mine! I'll end you! What it? Elusive deity!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
I'm ready! One's all mine!
Silverwing!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Certainly not! I'll tear you apart! I'm on it! I'll end you! Rip and tear! I'm on a wheel now!
Enemies are to me.
You shouldn't have messed with me! No complaints here! Anything in order is all mine! Piercing? I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! You're wide open! Rolling snap! That, yeah, appreciate the concern.
The sooner you stop thanking, the sooner you can start helping.
I'm ready! Yes, sir! Nothing gets by me!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Oh, is this finally the one for 600 Power Strike? Did I finally unlock it? Yeah, I think so, because the only one she's got left is the... Still no aerial arts, though.
I'm in good form. I'll crush any enemy with my mace.
I guess if nothing else, that was the good thing of me playing her for a while. I managed to
Truly, she leaves naught but rubble in her wake.
double the power strike that she had to unlock that finally.
I've been doing really great lately.
And the bots are attacking.
courteous, aren't you? I shall ensure you survive this.
I'll smash you! Hey! Blow them away! How's that?
May 1,000 gales carry the dragon!
You're done!
Gusty
Roll
nail!
it! Talon Hurricane! I'll empty! I'll tear you apart! I'll run you through! Talon Hurricane! Shot! Make it rain! First strike! Take it! Elusive deity! Soaring blast!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Ow! I'm on it! You're done! Rolling to the flame!
Not in your dreams!
Elusive deity! I'm on it! I'll end you! Falling storm! I'm on a roll now! Hurricane first strike! Hurricane Bolero! Anything in armor is all done from the wind! Shot!
Then hold on to your arc.
Now you see what I can do! I'm just getting started! The enemy wields arms too!
You'll soon see about that.
I'm on it! I'll run you through! I'm ready! Demons descend! Flashing fang! Easy!
Way to go!
I'll run you through! I'm on it! Down! Dragon does it! These fists have got your name on them!
May 1,000 gales
I'll
carry
run
the
you
dragon!
through! Talon Hurricane! I'm on it! Rip and tear! Yes, come on!
Raging storm!
Eat this! Faster! Take this!
Lightning surge!
You're done!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
First strike! You're done! I'll tear you apart! I'm on a roll now! Eat this! Make it rain! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Subquest and getting artifacts is how I unlock his. Yeah, all of his are pretty expensive at this point.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel... It's gone! A wall shield from calamity! Run you through! Review performance! Rolling snap! First strike! You're done! I'll tear you apart! Armor won't save you! I'll finish you here and now! Glimmer Dragon! Rip and tear! What's this?
Illuminate the dark! Come forward!
This one's not today! First strike!
Now we're never.
I'll tear you apart! This one's mine! Glimmer Dragon! No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay
Now
on
I'm
your
real
good
mad!
side.
Steel! I'll tear you apart! Anything in armor is
Make it
all
rain!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike! I can carve through armor! What's
Now!
this? Demons descend! Flashing fang!
The astral energy is surging around me.
How do you even know about all that astrally stuff?
Same way I know what you do in the middle of the night.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, that one caught me too.
I'm like bait to them. Glimmer finish you hear it? All back in their defense.
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be. Resonate with the earth. Come on, anything in order is all mine. This one's mine. That freaking does it. Now you've gone and ticked me off. Falling armor won't save you. First strike. I'll run you through. I'm ready. Savage roll.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life. And done.
Let's keep up the pace. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher! Make it rain!
I'm on. Demon's Descent. Flashing Fang.
Yeah, I look pretty flashy out there.
So glad it met with your approval. Hi, Hoodle.
I'm on air pressure. Take I'm just getting started. On guard. Swallow dare. First strike. I'll end you. This one's mine. Steal. Anything in order is all mine. I can carve through armor. I'm on it. That's awesome.
Have you ever considered a defensive attempt?
What? Sit around and wait for them to get me first? I'll run you through.
Just watch you don't get hurt, okay?
Make it rain! Glimmer Dragon! Piercing Rock! You in the gut!
Freeze Lancer! Dance to the wind!
Everlasting darkness! Negative!
I'll be saving you!
Step back! This one's all law!
You wanna play? Then come at me!
Eat this! This one's mine! I'm on it! You're done! Round and pound! Talon Hurricane! Hurricane Uplift Thirst! First strike! No! I'm on a roll! Talon Hurricane! Come on! Too slow! That frickin' does it! Holy Ravage Roar! Falling Star! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Ready and ready! Mercy. Whirlwind I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Radiant Light! I'm on it! Regeneration! He's not my finest! I couldn't make it. On guard! First strike! You're done! I'm ready! I felt fine not too long. Hey! Blow them away!
There's always room for improvement. Got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally. In the water's edge, I see but for a moment one Ganeth Harrows.
I hate to break it to you, man. And... This looks nice and tough.
How much farther.
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
You're done! Rolling snap! Shattering blade! Pieces! Attack time! First strike! Run you through!
Waterfall! Blade Shatter!
I got you!
Now you see what I can do.
The wings!
Rolling snap!
Too slow. No, not my finest.
How do you like being
Yeah, that's
pounded
my
into shape?
That spell is nasty. Mostly just because of how big it is.
Ikara, frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All thanks to you. This one's mine. Your form is captivating. I'm captivating? Your battle form, silly. Going in.
Getting started! I'll smash you!
Much obliged.
Eat this!
Tell me about
I'm just getting started!
That was a little close for comfort.
Hey, Kazzy, how you doing? Far in, are we?
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Oh, this is gonna be a boss fight. So I need a radiant light. And now I need more money. So I need 5280. Basically 10,080. Oh wow, that's like a glass cannon ring. Plus 80% penetration, minus 80% resistance. That's not too bad. Ooh, attack plus 60. I guess that kind of lessens the downside. You lose 80% of your resistance, but it also gives you resistance 120. Or you can go full glass cannon with that.
Have you guys checked your...
See how these affect. Still losing a lot either way. And I wouldn't want to put it on now, because penetration doesn't do jack against bosses. They never get broken. I'll put that on for now, though.
equipment lately?
Is it just me, or is anyone else peckish?
Oh crap, I haven't been paying attention. I
What
should have
is
gone
this
on break like
place?
30 minutes ago.
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Yeah, rather this is just, I don't know how long this boss fight's gonna go for, because then there's gonna be cutscenes after it anyway, but yeah, I was supposed to go on break 30 minutes ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, and then when I come back, we'll fight this thing. Alright, I'm back.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past.
Okay, so it's winds.
Our way.
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal!
Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us?
I'm on a roll now.
Carry the thread.
It would take this!
Got you nailed.
First strike!
This one's mine!
On your
In the
knees!
wind. Air thrust.
Almost! You're wide
Stop
open!
it, Chop!
Thank you, Kisara.
Dust to dust! Ellen Hurricane!
Radiant light.
Force of regeneration! I'm on a roll now! Anything in armor is all I've let you all down!
Thank you.
Zara?
Well,
Here goes.
next
We all alone here.
Sealed.
Shield and
More for the stockpile.
Now you've gone and ticked me off. Steel!
Shield from calamity.
I'm on hurricane! You're done! I'm gone! Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Yeah, that just that spin with its wings does like 3/4 of my life.
This one is mine!
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Anything normal is all mine!
Dohalim is not healing.
Here we go again! This one's get you all tucked away!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
First strike! You're done! Very crumble! Appreciate
Maybe
it!
she'll see Sarah a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. I can handle myself.
You can be really dense, Dohalim. Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on!
Take this! Time to deal some hurt!
This one's mine!
Dust to dust!
Power hurricane!
Raging storm! Close flight!
Denied!
It looks like you guys are so tough!
Activity! Dust
Now.
to dust! Run well!
Demons descend!
Flashing bang! I'm on it!
I'm gone! Hurricane strike! Tempest shot!
Divine streak! They're not playing around!
I'll end you!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Tempest swirl!
First strike!
Here goes! Appreciate the help! I'm gone!
Did you know
Armor
Alphen
won't
Dan
save you.
ways of
Tell me about it.
Punch! Take this! Burn!
Damn,
Watch this! That freaking does it! Take this! First strike! I'll put you through!
I've let you all down. I couldn't make it in time.
Whatever that was, it just fucking one-shot me.
Imbue this
This one's mine!
Let me free you of your power.
Dispatch!
Bestow thy mystic mercy. I've let you all down.
The picture of hell!
I can handle it! Hurricane strike!
This one's mine! Elusive deity! First strike!
Let's go! Crumble!
Force of regeneration!
Hurricane!
Regenerate! Oh, you are gonna pay for that!
This is the reason I stopped playing on Unknown, was I got tired of everything one-shotting everybody and having to play whack-a-mole the whole fucking fight. Now it's happening even on hard.
Resuscitation!
Right. It's in your hands now.
I guess that doesn't count. Doesn't count as a charge, I guess.
I've healed myself.
Resonate with the Here we go again!
You see what happened there is you crossed
Shouldn't have done. Radiant here we go again.
Fucking tornadoes hit for like 1,200.
I'll smash you! Watch this! Knock it into next week! Guess what? No further! Dust to dust! Those royal bark colors are shining through!
Fancy joining the regiment? I can beat you into shape in no time.
Not my finest. Forgive me.
Nothing gets far enough. I'm on. It looks like we made a mess.
That freaking does it!
That's gonna smart.
Like 900 damage because it turns around. What the fuck even hit me there? He was screaming forward and I'm clearly to his side.
Can't get out of this! Take this!
Complete focus.
Not today!
How do you like being pounded into shape?
Bestowed by mystic mercy! Watch it!
Half my life because he turned around.
I only did what any other would.
I think you're nicer than you let on.
Now you see what I can do!
Now I gotta dodge the damn near invisible tornadoes that do like 3/4 of your life if they touch you.
Flashing bang!
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistleum made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a
Yeah,
bit,
but the
right?
biggest problem is that whenever you have a
As
fight
long
like
as people
that,
feel the need to
it's
face terrain this
expensive.
perilous.
Because now you gotta
Say
buy
true
all those
safety's
healing
some way
items that
off.
you use back.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Shion needs us.
It's just bullshit when they can take off like 3/4, like half to 3/4 of your life with moves that have no startup whatsoever, or you probably don't even notice, and then you gotta
How are
spend
we
like
still not there
10,000
yet?
buying
Feels like
back
we've been
healing
climbing
items
this
because of all
mountain
that.
Forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Tohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings. Let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Shion's waiting for us.
When do I get to start raising rat pigs? They seem to actually have a pretty good price for their meat.
Did we really just spend that much money?
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
This one's all mine.
That is the spot.
Not today. Eat this. You're done. Tectonic hurricane strike. I'll finish you here and now. You. Take this. I'm on it.
These are cards to me.
Hey, ha. Blow them away.
How's that?
Acceptable.
Can't get out of this.
Here I come.
On guard.
Not on my watch.
Begin. Eat this. Hurricane. I'll run you through. Look sharp. Watch this.
Come forth, holy glimmer. Holy roll.
Onslaught serpent. Make it rain. That's awesome. Hurricane strike. Look sharp. I'll smash you. I'll face you. I'm on it.
What's so special about the ladder?
Sprightlier than before.
Wow! Get a load of this! Hey!
Are you insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch.
Are we ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Grimwell. Positive thinking is everything.
We finally reached the top.
My limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
Already? You kids need to train more.
She's right. We don't have time to catch our breath.
Someone's got a lot of pep in his step.
Little help!
I did it a little out of order.
Inferno Pod! Shield now! Hurricane strike! That's freaking good! Come and get it! Far enough! Eat this! I'll run you through! Make it rain!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Vanquish
Let's
darkness.
keep up the pace.
The deity! Hurricane strike! I'll run you through! I'm just getting started! On guard!
Sweet dreams.
Take the prepare to be free! Punch!
This one's mine.
Wind out of
You're
the way.
deity!
what I just found.
No further!
Hold on to your arms. Here I come!
Resonate with the earth! I'll finish you here and now! Shield from calamity! I'm on it! You're done! Move! Too slow! Coming in! I'm on it! Show thy mystic mercy! I'm on it! The enemy wields arts too!
We'll soon see about that.
I'll finish you!
Yeah, appreciate the concern.
The sooner you stop thinking, the sooner you can start helping.
I mean, yes, sir. All back in their defenses!
I'm glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be! Far enough! Shattering the pieces! Catapult! First strike! You're done! Dust to dust! Make it rain! Talon hurricane! Rinwell! Even descend! Flashing bang! Easy!
Oh, not at all.
I'm ready! Rinwell! Even descend! Flashing bang!
Mostly because it's not always this battle theme. This is the battle theme for when you're basically like in a story dungeon.
Approval.
You've collected an awful lot of those objects. You sure it's not just
Hush. Be quiet for a moment.
Yeah, like when you're
Pieces
just traveling
speak to
from
me.
place to place, there's one.
These relics that have scattered
Like this
about,
one is the one for when you're
I
like
can
in
hear them
story-based
whispering,
dungeons.
longing to
There's another
reunite
one
with
for
their
like
lost
side
friends
quest
and become
battles.
one again.
Really? Do you hear any voices coming from them, Rinwell?
What? No! Don't get me wrong. I'm really interested in these things too, but I'm not crazy.
But don't you sometimes mutter stuff like, "Come to me, astral energy," when you cast your arts?
You're right. Oh my gosh. Are Dohalim and I actually alike?
Its charm really shines through now that it's been reassembled. Its streamlined shape, its geometric patterns. This is no mere amateur's work.
He's in his own little world at this point.
You get just like him when it comes to weapons, you know.
You're right. Oh my gosh. Am I just like Dohalim?
Huh? Why are you guys so quiet all of a sudden?
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
So is that an artifact? Reduces all damage both taken and inflicted to just one. Okay, so that's when you just want to do like 1,000 hit combos and shit.
Whoa! Ow!
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelagian's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of water or no?
Yeah, Volron
this place
is
has a most curious atmosphere.
not
I'd be
Sephiroth.
taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like
Yeah,
that.
they basically just made
It's not
him
like we
a
weren't all thinking it.
Sephiroth copy,
That's
except
still no
he's
reason to...
full
All right, you two.
psychopath.
Now that's enough already.
Doesn't really seem to have a
Alphen
reason
shouldn't
for
have to
anything
grit
he's
his
doing. He's
teeth
just a
while he
psycho.
listens to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, so let me catch up because I was more focused on buying everything there. And yeah, I pointed it out when it happened, but that whole like I'm not gonna kill you, but the character does need to die. And then another bad guy shows up and kills them so that, you know, the good guy doesn't have to have killed them, but that they're evil, so they need to die. That's like that's an anime trope that appears so damn often that I'm kind of tired of. Last boss from Abyss was pretty good, but it was more so because the story, everything in the storyline for Abyss tied together really well. Like, Abyss actually did a pretty good job of having several moving parts that all came together at the end. I want to say the last boss from Tales of Xillia I really liked, but that's because he wasn't a villain. It was literally two good guys with opposing ideologies fighting it out.
Hey, are we gonna get going or what?
Trying to think of who else. What are the Damn, what are the Tales game I played? Okay, so Destiny. Final boss in Destiny kind of sucked because it's one of those like out of nowhere final bosses. Like, you think you beat the final boss and then another one comes out of nowhere. Tales of Eternia, the last boss was pretty cool. I mean, the last boss wasn't anything great, but it was, for a PS1 game, it was really cinematic with like the aura skills that were basically almost like quick time events that would come out that you need to stop him. I haven't played Xillia 2, but Xillia, I mean, well, the final boss of Xillia 1 becomes a party member in Xillia 2. And like I said, he's not a bad guy, he's not a villain. It's just literally two people that both have different ideas of how to save the world fighting it out. And I really liked that fight. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I put it with a caveat, is that I really liked that he was the villain of that game because he was the final boss, but he's not a villain in the sense that he was evil. He just had an opposing ideology. Like, it was just two good guys that had two different takes on how to avert catastrophe. The final guy from Tales of Abyss was he just wanted, like, because their entire world was essentially controlled by fate or destiny in the prophecies that were laid out, and he wanted to break from that. He wanted freedom from it. Trying to think what other ones. Legendia had good character stories, but I don't think any of them had a good villain to them. I mean, Grace's F. I mean, yeah, the villain was pretty forgettable. It was essentially just like an alien life form. Legendia's, it's interesting. It doesn't, like, a lot of people were down on it because it didn't have mystic arts in it, but it had like a nice, with the main character where he had throwing techniques. They were a little annoying because you had to equip the right technique for the right enemy that you were throwing. I don't remember much of the storylines, but I do remember, like, 'cause there's a main storyline with the main character, and then after you finish that, you get all these little character episodes for all your other party members, and I remember the character episodes being really good, story-wise. PS2, we already covered Abyss, PS3, Xillia, and Graces. I mean, the villain for Zestiria was god-awful. I want to say the villain for Berseria was decent. In that he's just another, you know, another person that convinced themselves that they're the good guy when they're doing very clearly bad guy things. So yeah, I guess Abyss, Zillia, and maybe Berseria. And that's what I'm saying. Arturius wasn't great, but he was essentially like a person doing horrible things that convinced himself that it was okay because he was the good guy and they were necessary.
Alphen?
She's the one that's kept us on track. Picked me up when I was down.
Sure.
I just thought she'd always be there.
I'm like bait to them. With a shock. Just to stop. Lunar Talon Hurricane. I'm on it. Falling storm. In a bind. I'm on it. This one's mine. You. You're freaking done it. No armor can stop me. Remind me to stay on your good side. Now you see what I can do. Hurricane strike. Eat this. The enemy. Light burst force.
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
This one's all mine. I'll run you through.
Yeah, I feel like the lords have been getting edgier.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Illuminate
Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
Because you had Balsef, who was just your, you know, big dumb guy who's just strong. And then you had the guy.
So I still had room to
you had
grow.
this in Cyslodia, the guy who was literally pretending to be into resistance so that he could corner them all and kill them all. Then you have Dokalim, who becomes part of the team and was doing good things, but it turns out is actually kind of emo and nihilistic, which over the course of the story he's breaking out of it, but that's what he was when you first meet him. He's pretty emo and nihilistic about everything. And then we had, you know, Crazy Girl that killed all the mages. Like, she was pretty edgy. And now this guy who is just like the epitome of edge. So it seems like the edge has just been turned up with every major plot boss we come across.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. You're wide open. I'll run you through. On your
Opted for an intricately crafted... weapon as usual.
It is beautiful in both function and form.
You're gonna hate when it gets scratched.
Whew, that was refreshing.
You act like you just took a bath.
Little help!
to march on.
Hurricane strike!
I'm on levity. I'll run you through. Talon Hurricane. All back in your defense.
Glad you have your use.
Watch this. Here, I'll show you how useful I can be. Denied.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Eat this. Watch
Shut him down.
Going in. That's enough. Dance to the wind. Tiger Blade. Lion power. Piercing blade. Get behind me. This. Eat this. That's enough. I'm on it. Tiger Blade. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's keep up the pace.
I can carve through armor! That's the spot! Why, thank you, your bullshit!
And will you lay down your life?
Hey! Blow them away!
Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down?
No further! That Tiger Blade! You're done!
Shield from calamity.
Swallow dance!
These ones can run rings around us.
Swallow dance! Eat this! Oh, elusive! Watch this! Eat this! It's no fun! I'm on it! I'm ready! Don't leave! Hey! Blow them away! How's that? You're wide open!
I'm ready for the next battle.
Dog! Eat this! You're done! Freaking does it! I'll smash you!
A wall.
Hey, when did I get so popular? Eat this! Oh, and that's freaking stop it!
Thanks, Kitara.
Now I'm in trouble.
Jesus.
Much obliged.
Anybody handle their boar so they're not all dashing me at once?
I'm on it!
Shine. Radiant light. Regenerate. Don't suffer in silence.
Denied! I really owe you one. Shield and you're done! Elusive deity! Watch it! Tiger Blade! Super swallow dance! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Is there anything more magnificent than the musculature of a warrior? Perhaps it is in search of this perfect beauty that I myself am drawn into battle.
My way!
Not my watch.
Lion
Go, yo! I feel like me again! Piercing roar! Super swallow dance!
Shield from calamity.
Eat the This armor's too strong! Spread it open!
Be my guest.
That's fun! You're done! Piercing! Glimmer dragon! I'm jumping your way!
Kitara, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's keep up the pace.
Now you see what I can do! Look sharp! Come and get it!
He who prepares is free from regret.
Step back! This one's all law!
I'll do my best.
That's Watch mine. Tiger blade. This one's mine. I'll run you through. This one's mine. Eat this. You're done. Anything in armor is all mine. Eat this. Eat away. Hurricane, go watch it.
Illuminate the
Eat the armor won't save you.
The abyssal.
Eat this. You're done. Roll it. Hurricane spike.
I think I'm getting stronger.
Yeah, it was Gaius and Muse. And both of them become party members in Xillia 2. And I really liked the fight because there was like they kept like if you dropped Gaius, Muse would revive him. And the first time that you dropped Muse, Gaius would revive her. So it just ended up being this really long, drawn-out fight where we were just beating the crap out of each other. And I fucking loved it.
Little help.
Grant me the strength. Come on, my God. Lion, I really owe you.
Joker! You're done! I'm gone! First strike! You're done! That freaking does it! Begin! Hurricane fight!
Shield from calamity.
This one's mine!
Barrier. I really owe you one.
Eat this!
That could easily be fatal.
Just as well.
God damn it. Like they just keep charging with no stop.
Too slow!
Radiant light.
I'll tear you apart!
Regeneration. Regenerate.
What a relief! Death! Watch this! Take this!
Battle has turned in our favor.
Then let's keep pressing the attack.
Indeed, but remain ever vigilant.
On guard!
Now.
Eat this!
Elusive field.
Inferno punch! I can carve through armor!
Light astral
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Don't push yourself too hard. Whew.
Let's go check out where this next area goes. See, this seems like there should be a boss here. Because there's literally nothing else. So I pretty much checked all of this, so I need to head over there.
Whew! I think Hoodle senses something.
Coming through! To me! First strike! I'll tear you apart! They're freaking dusted!
A wall of shield from calamity.
I'm on it! This one's mine! Spot! Falling watch it! Illuminate the Tiger Blade! Negative gate! I'm on it! Resonate with the air here! Tiger Blade! Talon Hurricane! This! First strike! Burn! It's just getting started! This one's not watch it!
In a bind. Stand back. I'll trip it up.
I'll run you through! I'm gone! Heal! Swallow Dance! Talon Hurricane! First strike! Death Blossom! I'm on it! This one's Raging Luna Storm! Eat this! Now I'm in.
Is every shield you own that big?
Here, you want to try holding it?
Ugh. How do you even walk with this thing?
Move back and down! Down! Keep your charging them!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you! You're done! I'll tear you apart!
Concentration!
First strike! Inferno Punch! I'll finish you here and now! Hurricane Strike!
Take it away! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's keep up the pace.
I'll end you! Now I'm in the groove!
Resonate with the earth!
I'm on it! You're done!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy
Super Swallow Dance!
Holy land!
Swallow Dance! I'll run you through! I'm ready! Inferno Punch! You wanna play? Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
A comfortable win.
Out of my way!
Armor won't save you! Crescent Moon! Eat this! I'll end you! Super Swallow Dance! Anything in armor is all mine!
Tiger Blade!
Steel!
That's better.
May a thousand gales carry you
I'll
to
run you through! I'll finish you here!
And get by me.
The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that.
Hurricane! First strike! You're done! I'm ready! Alphen! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Look. It's like we won.
Marijuana.
Little help!
Grant me a strike! Can't get out of this! Rolling Snap! Talon Hurricane! Going in! Super Swallow Dance! Do it! I'm just getting started!
To shield from
I'll end
calamity.
you! Barrier! I'm on it! I'll end you!
Another incantation ruined.
I'll run you through!
Thunderblade!
Watch this!
Move now!
Run around! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
So, did you like my boost arc?
Yeah, it was off the charts!
Ooh, that's a gold one.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
To march on! I'm on it!
They're surrounded!
I'm on it! Shield from calamity! Take this! Eat this! I'll end you! That freaking does it! Eat this! You're done! I'll tear you apart!
Leave you ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and tumbling to me! Negative gate! I'll face you! Eat this! You're done! Hitting
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glitter!
today!
Holy
Ready
glitter!
for the win! Tempest! Super Swallow I'm ready! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Easy!
Way to go!
I'm on a roll now! I'll run you through my guard!
Come forward, holy glitter!
Resonate with the earth! Eat this!
Require
Hurricane strike!
I'm on it! It's you! I can carve through one! I'll finish you here and now! Talon Hurricane! Take this!
Easily fake! Make it rain!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! You're wide open!
Look sharp.
Crescent flash! I'll tear you apart! On your
This one's mine! Hurricane strike!
Not today!
Here
I'm
goes!
on it! The tempest engulfs you!
Divine!
There's always room for improvement.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
So let's head over to the fishing spot from here.
There's something in the water.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Whirling smash! This one's mine! Plenty left! Lightning
Eat this! I'll run you through!
Look
Super
sharp!
swallow dance!
Plenty left!
I'll finish you here and now! No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
First strike! I'll end you!
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
I'll finish you here and now! You're wide open! Elusive deity! Talon Eagle Ray! First strike! I'll run you through!
In here.
Eagle Ray! I'll run you through! Talon Hurricane! Armor won't save you! How about this? I'm on
Make it rain!
I'll stop your movement.
and I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's keep up the pace.
Make it rain!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Now that's a mystic art.
We should really use them more often.
That would be less mystic.
You actually use them pretty often in this game.
Take this! First strike! I'll tear you apart!
This has a most peculiar taste.
I'm like bait to them! I'm just getting started! Now! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hands in the wind!
Faster! Snake the abyssal secret!
Hurricane Strike!
Not today! I'm on it! Whirlwind Snap!
The heavens must be smiling.
Can I check over here? No, I didn't, because there's still stuff.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Still can't leave this area. So I'm guessing that's not going to change until after we get Shion back. They've been telling me for a while now that I've got stuff to go pick up at the Owl.
Gosh, the castle's even larger once you get close to it.
What's that shining thing up top? A spirit vessel? It feels creepy, like it's watching over everything.
You think he knows we're here?
We'd best assume as much, yes.
What we have to do is simple. Just beat Volrun and rescue Shion. That's it.
Try not to work yourself up too much. We have a lot of city and castle yet to traverse.
Trying to think if there's anything any I haven't made yet.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as...
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time, of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No, when I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Rise and shine. We're almost ready to leave.
We're almost there, guys. Don't let your guard down.
I'm excited just thinking about us barging through the front.
Halt! Are you Alphen and his companions?
Why would you think that?
You are the only one scheduled to arrive, and there are no unscheduled arrivals in Ganeth Haros. So I'll ask again, are you Alphen and his companions?
We are.
Then pass. Lord Volron is expecting you at Castle Delpharis.
Hey, we're on the guest list.
Well, suppose it's rather nice of them to roll out the red carpet for us.
So we're supposed to meet him in there? What do we do now?
Let's see how things look around the city first. Then we'll make our way to the castle.
Yep. Just head into the front office. There'll be someone there to check your passport, and then you can fight our lord to the death.
Not a slave in sight. Where is everyone? There aren't even any soldiers.
Something feels off. I don't like it.
Like the fact that the enemy could ambush us at any moment? Yeah, not crazy about that either.
No, not that. Something else.
That must be Volron's castle up ahead. I suppose we just walk right up to it then?
That's what the guard from before said. Now, if we only knew where they were keeping Shion, we could try to...
That's it! That weird feeling. It's not just that the city is empty. It feels like no one lives here at all.
Now that you mention it, it does feel strangely... artificial. Think maybe it's a district just for the Renans alone?
With all this open space, seems unlikely.
Huh?
Hey! You guys! What's going on?
It looks like he's got his cult going.
What was that about? They were Danins, right?
That wasn't normal. Wait, you don't think it could have been the fruit of Helgen, do you?
No, they seem too docile. What about astral energy? Could you sense any coming from them?
No, and I'm pretty sure I could tell if it was. If not that, though, then what?
Speaking of which, it didn't look like there was anyone guarding them either.
They were headed for the castle. I have a bad feeling about those boats.
I get what you mean. It didn't feel like those folks are just commuting to work.
The waterway they're floating on appears to lead to Del Faris Castle. If we follow it, we may learn more about what's taking place here.
So, any ideas what the deal was with that boatload of weirdos?
Your guess is as good as mine. They looked like Danon slaves, but beyond that...
This city is grander and more beautiful than any other we've been to, yet...
I know what you mean. From the architecture right down to the people, something feels off somehow.
I've long maintained one can glean a lot about a ruler from their city. Considering how unsettling this place is, I'd say I wasn't far off the mark. Despite its surface layer of majesty, walking around inside, it feels more like a hollowed-out ruin.
I say we follow after that boat. If we're lucky, they might be in the mood to give us some answers.
Man, this place gives me the creeps.
La, your legs are shaking.
What? Liar?
Just kidding.
You...
I've seen ghost towns that were more alive than this city. Where the hell did all the Danons and Renans go? Shion. There's nobody here either. Looks like the only building up ahead is the castle. Nice.
No good. It's a dead end.
I don't relish our chances climbing. Or breaking through, for that matter.
And yet, this seems to be the only way inside. Take a look around. There must be a switch or something to...
What? What is it this time?
Look! Over there!
Alphen!
Astral energy? That means...
Snap out of it! Can't you see what's happening? You're being deceived! Please stop! You'll die!
Damn it!
Bull Run is killing you! You need to run! Please, get off the boat!
They drank the Kool-Aid.
What just happened?
We're being summoned.
Summoned? By that murdering monster?
It's all a demonstration designed to provoke. To prove to us, no, to Alphen, just what he's capable of.
Kidnapping Xion. Killing all those people. If it's just me he's after, then why hurt them? Why do all this just to get at me? You hear me, Volron? Answer me!
Alphen, this is not your fault. Don't give this to him.
I know. And I won't. My hands are stained with blood. But even so, if we're going to stop that bastard, then I need to keep going. Let's move.
He's just still trying to live up to your numbers, Alphen.
Damn it.
How awful. All of those people in the boats. Do you think they had any idea what was going to happen to them?
They did a damn good job of concealing it if they did. You ask me, the only thing on their mind was following orders.
And I bet I can guess who from. Volron.
The only thing they knew was mindless oppression right to the very end. What kind of purpose is that? Living only to die at your master's whim?
Being a slave means having your whole life stolen from you. In the worst cases, quite literally. That bastard will get what's coming to him. I'll see to it he does.
Fortunately, though, we've only got about a little over 5 minutes left in the stream, so this is probably going to be where we call it. We'll have to save infiltrating the cult castle for tomorrow.
I want to feel your hair like
But yeah, so it pretty much has always been taking about 2 sessions per lord. So we're still keeping on schedule if we beat him tomorrow. But yeah, just his whole town seems very cult-like. Which I guess keeps in the theme with what I was saying before. He's the most edgelord of all the lords, and it does seem like they have been getting more edgy as we've been going through them, because the girl who killed Ren's parents and all the mages was pretty edgy too. But we will do that tomorrow, same time, 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. Check schedule below for what time that is in your area. I don't know how much longer the game is after you beat all 5 lords, because I've heard that there is more there is a decent amount of storyline after that, but I keep hearing that like everything after you beat the 5th lord is like kind of rushed through, so it may not be that much longer after we beat him. And I'm still trying to decide if I want to do post-game content. Whether or not I do post-game content usually comes down to how much do you have to grind to be able to do it. That's usually the number one thing that turns me off of doing post-game content, is if I'm going to have to spend hours grinding just to basically be able to access it. But I guess for right now, hours grinding just to basically be able to access. You don't have to grind? Yeah, I might do it then. Go ahead and give callouts, and then find someone to raid, and call it for today. So, Ragna, Namalala, Wabon, Kazi, Starneko. Thank you all for coming in and chatting with me while I play, and thank you to anybody else who may have been lurking and watching. As I said, we'll continue this tomorrow, same time, and continue through the rest of the week, assuming we don't finish it before then. When we do finish it, the next game has already been redeemed. It's Earthlock Festival of Magic. After that will be game I pick. Not sure what. Okay. Well, I may try to. I mean, assuming it is doable, I may try to do it if they're just like side quests that pop up. I'll just do what I've been doing and like save before I give it a try. If it's still too high level to do, I'll keep it for later. What else? Find someone to raid. Not really too many people on right now. Yeah, like I said, I'm looking through. There's not really too many people on. Guess I'll just go ahead and raid Almagus, playing one of the Might and Magic games. Might and Magic 7. So, as per usual, let's just go ahead and jump in, say hi. Hope to see you all next time, and until then.
Bye-bye, everybody!